Today, Lieutenant Skitters has flown to Europe to participate in the investigation that has identified a Murgatroyd serial killer as the perpetrator in the slaying of Blatson the artist. European sources state that Count Pedestrian III is meeting in Switzerland with delegates from other European nations today to discuss various issues.
Buongiorno. Bonjour. Lieutenant Skitters, I am Caprice. The lead butler here at the Castle Pedestrian. I am so sorry to disappoint you, sir. Count Pedestrian flown into a meeting. He is out of the country at the moment. As you know, he is going to be elected as the chairman of this new Trans-European Committee to oversee various European governments. So I'm afraid he may be away for quite some time, Lieutenant Skitters. I'm surprised that Interpol didn't tell you this. I'm sorry you wasted a flight from the United States only to be disappointed. I'm very, very regretful that Count Pedestrian is not here to see you, sir. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Lieutenant Skitters. Well, can I say, Caprice, you know, Count Pedestrian and I haven't been the best of friends, to say the least. I'm sure he airs me with the same level of suspicion that I air him with. I certainly would have appreciated talking with him. I do follow the news. I knew that he was vying for this important position. But I also knew that Interpol had contacted him 3 days ago, alerting him to the fact that I was flying over to talk to him. I would have thought, out of common courtesy, seeing as how he knew Blatson so well, he would have at least been here to talk to me. I don't suppose, Caprice, you mind if I look around here? It's an awfully big castle, lots and lots of rooms. I think I even saw a documentary on the History Channel or one of those stations back in Murgatroyd. Back in medieval times, there were dungeons below. Prisons were held. And, of course, during World War II, we all know Count Pedestrian II was a collaborator with the Nazis. That's a beautiful painting over on that wall. Wonder where that came from. Sure, this castle's full of paintings. I'm sorry, Lieutenant Skitters, if you do not mind, I'm going to ask you to leave now. I have business to take care of this afternoon for the Count. I'm sure if it's all that important, you can come back with the French authorities or with some Interpol if it's an absolute necessity that you look around the castle. So you'll please forgive me if I ask you to leave now, Lieutenant Skitters. Goodbye.
Help. Please, come get me out of here. Unchain me. Unchain me. Help me. Oh my God, Doreen, Caprice, someone, please help me. Help me. Get me out of here. I am going crazy chained down here in this dungeon. Get me out of here. Help me. Help me. Help me.
Oh, how lucky you are, Lieutenant Skitters. Inches away from me, feet away from me. I'm in this secret room. I could have lunged out at you and taken care of you right then, while Caprice was entertaining you. But Caprice lets you slip out of my clutches. That damn fool. Idiot. But I know how you think, Lieutenant Skitters. Oh, you'll be back. Probably alone. I doubt the French authorities or Interpol will dare touch Confidential. Oh, you'll walk right back into my trap. And I'll be hiding here. I'll be waiting here. And I'll take care of you once and for all, Lieutenant Skitters.
Caprice, you handsome devil you. Thank you for bringing me this wonderful food. Hey, you're single aren't you? Well, guess what? I have a best-selling book coming out in the very near future. How would you like to accompany me on a trip around the world to promote it? Do you have any idea how long it's been since I have been with a nice, sweet, decent guy like you? I am sex-starved. I really need some male companionship. Is there a little private bedroom somewhere here in the castle that you could take us to? I think I could go all night with a hot stud like you. You could fix us some drinks, we could be together until dawn. European are so damn hot, so much more sophisticated than American guys. Gee, I can hardly wait to see how you European guys do it. Take me, you hot stud, take me.
We are taking the Energy Time Flux device back with us. Senator Devane, I am afraid you are going to lose your ill-conceived war against the paper doll race. We have only just begun. Mark this day in history as the first victory of the paper dolls against mankind. Dr. Reeb Summer, we are taking you with us, because you have valuable knowledge about this Energy Time Flux device. Goodbye, humans of 2016. Senator Devane, you would be wise to back off and leave the paper doll race alone. You have been warned. We are leaving now. Goodbye, Senator Devane. Goodbye.
This is ACRZY News Bulletin Alert from Hugh Millett Sun. The Senate hearing into the Energy Time Flux device was today the scene of an invasion force of armed paper dolls who aided in the escape of Flashy the paper doll and successfully kidnapped Dr. Jacqueline Reeb Summer and also seized the Energy Time Flux device. The terrorist team was led by Woody the Wood Pulp Boy, the same creature who recently destroyed most of the city of Murgatroyd. Senator Devane has vowed to go after these creatures one way or another. In other news, Judy Vincini made a speech at Vincini Cosmetics today, her first public appearance since she escaped from her kidnappers.
Well, at last, we are back in Paris, friends in
Not worry.
2040.
Do not worry, duplicate of Flashy, this so-called shatterproof glass will be no match for my strength. Step back to the far end of it while I break this glass cage to let you out of it, to free you from it. You will be safe here now with your own kind here in the future of 2043, my dear.
Woody, oh Woody, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you and the original Flashy coming to rescue me. I cannot remember when or how I was made. I just remember being in Uncle Frank's backyard and trying to return to the biotech lab because I had some kind of vague memory that drew me to it, but when I got near there, those dreadful humans apprehended me and placed me in this glass cage from which you have freed me. I am so glad to be here with my own kind. I will do whatever I can to help out in the struggle against mankind. We must fight our oppressors. We must resist the evil humans and free ourselves from a world dominated by them. You may not be aware of it, but I share an empathic link to you. And I know and sense things about you. There is something that you are not telling us. Heck, you may not even know it yourself. But you are very, very pregnant, and just like the first time that I gave birth, you are going to give birth to twins. Woody, you are about to become an uncle and I am about to become an aunt. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate.
Why, Caprice, you old dog, you. Didn't know you had it in you. Sorry if I interrupted you guys. Gotta admit, Sharon is quite a piece, even if she did kidnap my mom. If I wasn't already hitched to old Blondie, I might indulge and partake of a piece of that myself. Well, carry on, Caprice, you old chap. I'm going out for a little walk in the woods tonight. I hear there's this quaint little village nearby I haven't explored yet. Don't wear yourself out, Caprice.
You out, Caprice. You're a nice toss in the sack, but when a girl has got to go, a girl has got to go, and I am about as damn tired of this fancy castle as one can get. Not to mention being chained to the wall in the dungeon. It is time I make for Paris, France, and then off to the plastic surgeon to get my face fixed. Doreen told me Eric has a lot of euros in his room, so if I can just grab some spending money I should do fine once I get out of this hell.
Uncle Frank, if you hadn't been out there in that backyard doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing with that old flashy paper doll, your thighs wouldn't be all chafed up and rubbed raw like they are now. I ought to hide this Uncle Crud Bucket basic line thigh cream from you where you couldn't even find it.
Yeah, I ain't see, you don't do me like that. There comes a time in every man's life when he needs some Uncle Crud Bucket basic line thigh cream, and I'm having that point in my life right now. So just go get me some of that fire cream and don't fuss so much. All right, Aunt Susie?
Get some Uncle Crud Bucket's Basic Lime Thigh Cream at the Super Deluxe grocery store today. A Vincini product from
there,
Vincini.
sweetie pie. I can't wait to see you tonight. Once the old battle axe goes to sleep tonight, I'll sneak out and come over to the strip joint. If she'll ever kick the bucket, I don't know why those old poison cookies are taking so long. Anyhow, I'd sneak out and see you now, but I'm stuck with the grandkids again. Gosh, I wish I could remember how to get to daycare. Anyhow, sweetie pie, as soon as I get rid of the old battle axe for good, we'll take off on that Caribbean cruise. Okay, we're going to go on that Caribbean cruise as soon as I can, darling. All right, I got to go now. I got to read the grandkids a story. Hey, kiddies. Sit down here. Grandpa's going to read you a story. Okay, yeah, here's the one. All right. So Prince Charming kept going out and picking these prostitutes up every night. Kind of like you do, Grandpa? Oh, no, never mind about that. So anyway, Snow White had poisoned the prince, but he miraculously survived. And somebody who was kin to him, some kind of a count or a duke or somebody, I can't remember, he'll give me one of my Vinci Focus Fix. I can't remember the rest of the story, kiddo.
Dosage advisory warning to users of Vinci Focus Fix. Extreme violent behavior has been linked to excessive use of Vinci Focus Fix, including suicides, homicides, mass murders, serial killings and more. Dosage is now restricted to 20 pills per 24 hours instead of the originally suggested 23. Judy Vincini really believes in financing her lunatic serial killer son while he is on the run. I never saw so many euros in my life. Hell, I can get by in Paris for a while and then make my way to the plastic surgeon. Well, better get out the castle entrance fast while Caprice is still knocked unconscious and before Eric gets back here and discovers I've stolen most of his money. Okay, I am out of here. Time to start a new life.
Oh boy, I'm really going to get her now. That damn Sharon, I knew I should have killed her instead of letting Mom hold her prisoner here. Now she's knocked Caprice out and escaped and stolen nearly all of my euros Mom left me. Thank God I've still got the 2 credit cards. Ha! Get traced back to Vincini personnel. I wonder where Doreen was when all this was going on. Wonder if my little blind girlfriend is somehow in on it. Or maybe she was just down there watching TV. I knew I should keep a better eye on the both of them. Go out for a walk, have a little fun, come back, and she cleaned me out. She cleaned me out. Oh, that's all right. She can't have gotten far, and she can't get away for long. I'll take care of Sharon. Well,
that castle door's wide open. Something's going on. I don't know what. I'm glad I came back here. Should have gone and stopped and got some French inspectors to accompany me, but it is what it is. I'm going on back in there. Somehow I'll get past Caprice and take a look around that castle. All right, I'm going in.
sorry, Lieutenant Skitters. You simply shouldn't have come out back here. I told you Count Pedestrian was gone, and I assure you I am nothing but loyal to Count Pedestrian. Very sorry, Lieutenant Skitters, that I had to knock you unconscious, but I'm afraid you can't be snooping around this castle, nor can I allow you to leave. I'm afraid I'm going to have to keep you down in the dungeon. It would appear that Sharon knocked me out and made her escape. Back of my head certainly very, very sore. I don't hear anybody else anywhere near, so I'm going to have to drag you down the stairs into the dungeon and chain you up, Lieutenant Skitters. I'm afraid you're now going to be a prisoner here in Castle Pedestrian, a prisoner of Count Pedestrian.
French police today discovered the mutilated bodies of two young women in a village just a few miles outside Paris, France. Both French and Interpol authorities indicated that both slayings appear to be the work of the Murgatroyd serial killer who was recently identified as the prime suspect in the mutilation slaying of Blatzen the artist. Lieutenant Skitters of Murgatroyd has flown to Paris to aid in the investigation and the apprehension of the Murgatroyd serial killer. In business news today, Judy Vincini hosted a lavish lunch party for Mayor Pierre Anxi and local Murgatroyd officials and assured them that she was recovering well after escaping her kidnappers a few weeks ago.